Good morning. Welcome to Yin. Give me just a moment to finish setting up. Grab your props if you're going to be using them. So if you don't have typical yoga props, you can use any kind of household item that would improvise, such as pillows and blankets, um, robe straps, things of that nature. And get our light on. Hello, my name is Regina. That light was a little too bright there. My name is Regina, and let me pick up these weights, move them out of the way, and we'll get started. All righty. All right. So any request? I guess after your trip, we should do some for your hips and low back, maybe your
Yes,
shoulders.
yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Then let's go ahead and begin with bound angle as our opening pose. If you want a little something under the edge of your sitting bones, feel free to take it. And just make sure you're able to align the low back and the hips with your shoulders, your ears over your shoulders. Gaze softens down or closes. And follow your natural breaths. Feel the rise and fall of the breath within the body. Notice the cool in-breath on the nostrils and the warm out-breath. Bring your next breath down deeper into your belly. And set your intention to be present with your practice, to invite the mind into the stillness again and again. On your next exhale, extend forward any amount. It doesn't have to be far. Moving from the hip creases. If you'd like to have your blocks and or a bolster that you can lean into, feel free to place them where it feels like a comfortable place to support you. And remember with Yin, we hold our poses for time. We want to support the body as much as possible to disengage muscles and just allow time for the connective tissue to find a little softening and a little more space. As you hang out in this forward position, if the body invites you deeper into the pose, use your next exhale to settle a little deeper. 5 more slow, deep breaths. After your 5th breath, engage the bandhas. So that's going to be pelvic floor and belly. Inhale, body up, nice and easy. Be gentle and slow with your body, noticing and honoring whatever unfolds. Take your pause at the top. And then we will set props to the side for a moment and lengthen one leg and then the next. Give them a little movement side to side. Move through your ankles. Wiggle your toes. And then let's make our way down. Bring your block with you, or if you'd rather use a bolster for this, you can. We're just going to stretch out the front of the hips, the hip flexors. So bend your knees to roll your body down. Once you're down, you can take the feet wide and let the knees drop a little side to side. And then bringing the feet in line with the hips, press the hips up, lift and slide your block under your sacrum. Once you do, bringing the hips back down, settle in, make sure you're comfortable there. And then lengthen the legs partially away from the body, keeping the knees bent. Just starting to ease into the connection of the hip flexors, all of the ligaments, the tendons, the fascia. Taking a few deep belly breaths here. And then if it feels right, exhale your right leg nice and long. Might need to give it a little shift or wiggle, and then see if you can let it extend. If the body is comfortable with that, leave it there. 5 slow, deep breaths. And then we will inhale to bend the right knee a bit again, and then exhale left leg long. Stay if the body is happy with it. If it isn't happy, then bend the knee again. They don't have to be completely bent all the way up. You can keep a little extension going as long as your back feels safe and comfortable. We want to feel some sensation, but we do not want any pain. So if it's sharp, stabbing, or burning in any pose at any time, then that's an indication the body doesn't need to be there. and you should take yourself out of it and look for an alternative. Five more breaths. After your fifth breath, bend the knee again. Bring the feet in a little closer. Take a breath here. And then bring your right knee in toward your body. Add your left. And then extend the legs into the air. So this is a supported shoulder stand. It's the equivalent of legs up the wall. And we're just going to support that blood flow back to the heart. Calm the mind and the nervous system. Reconnect with your breaths. Just allowing them to come with ease and to make that connection with the mind, the body, and the breath. Three more slow, steady breaths. When you're ready, knees come back in toward the body as the feet come down. And then we set our feet. Press into our feet, lift and extend the hips. Remove the block. Ease your hips back down. Take your time. Set the feet a little wider and take a pause. And then we'll draw both knees into the chest. You can hold behind the legs or over the shins and just hold, stretching low back, glutes. And then with your next exhalation, lower the legs toward your left side. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Shimmy the shoulders down if they've lifted any at all. Chin is centered or turns right. Feel free to use a block or bolster, cushions, whatever you have for your right leg to rest on, or maybe to take between the knees. If you'd like to add a quad stretch, you can let the left foot come toward your right hand. Maybe take hold. Even if you do, you still want the right shoulder down. Reconnect with the slow, deep breaths, letting each inhale open up space for you. And each exhale, we release into those spaces we've opened. Three more breaths. And then we'll slowly inhale the head to center. Release the foot if you're holding it. Slowly inhale back over onto your back. Level out your hips. Hug the right leg in. Circle the right ankle. Other direction. Wiggle your toes. Set the right foot down. Bend the left knee. Set the foot. Level out your hips. And then we'll draw the knees in. Set your props where you might need them. And then exhale, knees to your right. Stack your hips. Maybe bring your right foot to your left hand. Settle the shoulders down. Breathe deeply. 3 more breaths. And then we will slowly inhale, head to center, release the foot, ease the left leg back over, settle your hips, draw both knees into the chest and the belly. And then lift your legs in the air and give them a good shake. Push out through the heels, lengthen the legs as much as you can. And then roll the body up, bend the knees, roll up, or you can roll to your side and press up. And take your legs out nice and long. And then I like to create a shelf for this. So blocks on each side, any height. Bring in a bolster. And let the legs fall naturally. You don't have to keep the ankles in flexion. We'll inhale nice and tall. And then exhale to extend toward the legs, letting this forward motion originate at the hip creases. And then setting the arms or the head wherever it feels right for you. You might like an additional prop, so feel free to build it up as much as you need or like. So I take a little something small right at the end or the edge of the bolster away from me, and this will elevate that up so it's more at an angle toward me. Yeah. Oh, Phoebe, you're in the way, baby. 3 more breaths. And then we'll slowly rise, draw the hands in closer to help you ease up. Pause at the top. And then as you're ready, move your props. And then we'll come back to seated to close out our practice. Any seated posture that feels right for you. Align the body. Exhale in, chin toward the chest. Gently roll over to your right. Back through center. Over to your left. Just take note as you gently move. No quick rolls here, just a slow roll down and then over to the side. Taking your little pause in the middle there. And the next time you roll toward your right, linger there for an extra breath. Maybe your left arm extends or wraps behind. And then roll through center. Bring the arm out if it's behind you. Ease over to your left. Hold here. Right arm can move behind if you'd like. And then roll back to center. Slowly inhale the head up, shrug up. Big exhale, let them sigh down. Inhale up. Big sigh. One more. Thank you for taking this pause and joining me for Yin. And we'll meet again soon. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I'm going to scoot over for the weighted workout.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye.